现在是看书1小时。And juice, and I put guns and fun and food and my medicine chest in it. Redruth took 4 guns and went on deck with the Trelawney and the captain. They were able to surprise Israel Hands and the other men, and they managed to persuade one man, Abraham Gray, to join us again. Badly, adverb, very much 严重的。My arm ached badly. 同义词 seriously 严重的。So you left 5 pirates on the ship, I said. Yes, said the Dr. Lewison, and we dropped the rest of the weapon over the side into the sea before leaving the ship, but we forgot the ship's gun. We were halfway to the island when the pilot fired it at us. I heard it, I told him. Trelawney tried to shoot Hands, but killed another man instead, said Dr. Lewison. The pilots on the island heard the gun and ran out of the trees towards their boats. Then our small boat began to go down, and we found ourselves in the water. Most of the food was lost, and we had only 2 dry guns out of 5. Somehow we got ashore and into the stockade, but we knew there was going to be a fight. But you win, I said. Yes, agreed Dr. Lewison. We killed one of their men, badly wounded another, but not one of our own. Poor Tom Redruth. After the doctor had finished, I told them my story and about Ben Gunn. Then we began to talk about what to do next. Our better plan was to kill the pirates one by one until the rest ran off or sailed away in the ship. I was very tired and fell asleep as the 2 men talked. It was the sound of a voice shouting that wake me the next morning. And white flag, I heard someone saying, it's silver. I ran to a hole in the wall and looked slow. 2 men were outside the stockade. Wave to move something in one hand as a signal is special in the greeting. Missed. Now, a period or area of cloud-like bodies make up a very small drops of water floating in the air, nearly reaching to the ground. Thin fog, blue. The hill was shrouded in mist. Desert. Verb, to live at a difficult time or live in a difficult position. 抛弃离去 desert. Desert. One wearing a white cloth, the other man was silver. It was a very cold morning. sky bright and without a cloud, but Silver and his men were standing in a long mist. What do you want? Shouted Captain Smollett. The man beside Silver replied, Cap Silver, sir, to talk about peace. Cap Silver, said the captain. Who is he? Long Yuhan answered me, sir. The man calls me to be captain after you deserted the ship. We are willing to make peace if we can all agree. All I ask is your promise to allow me safely out of stockade. I don't want to tell to you, said the captain Smollett. But if you want to talk to me, you can come. Silver came towards the stockade, slow his crush of the fence, then climbed after it. With great difficulty, he walked up the hill of softer sand. Aren't you going to let me inside? Said Long Yuhan. It's a cold morning to be outside. If you were an honest man, Silver, said the captain, you could be in your kitchen. You are either my ship's cook or Cap Silver, a dirty pirate. Now, if you've anything to sing it. Well, now, Cap Smollett, said Silver, sitting down in the sand. You were very clever. Last night one of you was very quick with a knife, isn't he? Some of my men were frightened, and perhaps I would too. Pretend, verb, to give an appearance of something that is not true, with the intention of deceiving. 假装 he pretended sleeping when his mother caught him. Chill. An example of the act of hailing and judging a person case or point of law in content. 问讯 审讯 Perhaps that's why I'm here now, but you won't do it again. By thunder. Well, drink less rum and watch more careful. I was asleep, but I almost caught you, the man you knifed. Wasn't dead when I reached him. Well, said the captain Smollett, pretending to understand, but I guessed what Silver was talking about. I remember Ben Gunn last word to me. Perhaps he had visited the parlor during the night when they were lying around their fire full of rum. We want that treasure, and we'll have it, said Silver. No, we have a map. Give it to us, and stop your poor thin men when they are sleeping, and we'll let you choose what to do. Either come aboard ship with us when we have the treasure, and we'll take you to a safer place, or stay here on the island. Is that all? Asked Captain Smollett. It's my last word, by thunder. It's my last word, by thunder, said Silver. Refuse and you'll all die. Now you hear me, said Captain. If you come up by one without a weapon, I'll take you home to a fair chill in England. You can't find the treasure without the map. Now you know how to sail the ship home, and you can't fight us. got away from the 5 of you. If you say no, then that I think I'll put a button in your back. Now get out of here quickly. Silver's eyes were filled with anger. Somebody help me up. Now, he shouted at none of us moved, swelling angry. He pulled himself onto his crutch again and then climbed out of the stockade. Before the hour is over, shouted Silver. I'll break your old horse like a round bottle, and those that die will be the lucky ones. As soon as Silver disappeared, we got ready for battle, placing ourselves along the side of the stockade. The captain went around to check our places and our guns and to see that everything was ready. A minute later, Jules fired his pistol, and the battle had begun. Shots came from every side of the stockade, hitting the wooden horse. But the bullets did not get through the thick walls. Then there was silence, and the smoke slowly clearing away. Suddenly, guns were fired again, and a group of pilots ran from the woods and onto the stockade. They climbed over the fence like monkeys, while the squire and Gray fired at them. In a few seconds, the two fell dead. One was running back into the trees, and 4 were inside the stockade. Five of them in oven. Cried the captain. I took a sword and ran out into the sun. More pilots were starting to climb into the stockade. One man wearing a red cap and with a knife in his mouth, already on top of the fence. But in that moment, the fight was over and we had won. Shot verb to fire. Shot. Gray cut down one man with his sword. Another was shot and he fired into the house. And now lay Ward with his smoking pistol in his hand. The doctor had cut down a third. The man on the fence had disappeared back into the trees.
宋哥。
哎。
你那个卖这么快的卖掉了？
哎。
哦好，我那天正好有客人。
啊。
再我问你一下，我这东西我搞半天我连不了，这怎么鬼啊？请教你一下。
那你哪里买的？网上买的？
我昨天早上你不是说你已经卖掉了吗？
啊，你另外2手去买了个？
新的。
啊。
就是他打开这个，我他妈的搞半天，这个东西我还真不知道怎么搞的。我那天都店里有人等我了，咱们说实话，我想叫你便宜个50、100的呢，不然我就把你拿到过去了呗。然后他这里不是有个链接，我都是链接失败的。
扫一扫呀。
我扫过了，已经下载了呀。这个东西套路这么深啊？要么就是我是小白。
那链接。
耶，你怎么这么？
它以蓝牙连接的嘛。
那我在店里是什么情况啊？确认设备连接啊。
啊，首先确认。
耶，这么神奇呢？
那在这里要点加入。
我跟你说，我地理我试了好几遍，什么情况啊？
那还有一种情况就是你地理的网络有问题的。
哦，这样的。
我现在用5G 连的嘛，然后
哦，
固件下载一下，
下载一下。
下载好更新一下去。
哦，这样的。我早上10点钟开始弄到现在连不上，我急死
这个
了。
光机这个套件还是光机啊？
套件，我买了个摩托车骑行，
啊，多少钱呢？
3298。
那天晚上买嘛，可以省500-600。
没有，那天有个做头发的我开理发店的啦，
啊，
他在等我，在我那也有点那个，在我人都有点这样的嘛，贪小便宜的嘛。我说你再给我个。
那听说摩托车要起来的那个人，
哎，他这么早的。
又他都轮不到他嘞，那个人就马上钱就打给我了，马上就给我了。那个人就他说你不是答应我卖给他吗？他说笑了，他说定金没付谁给你啊？
是的。没有，我那天呢，一个店里有人等，再一个嘛，是不是人总有点这种思维吧，对不对？
对。
意思也少个50块当场就那个，这怎么说呢？在我今天早上我连的要死，在我想想，我过来找你，问你一下，那我店里网有问题难道啊？
在升级固件的时候就不能断开，那升级好。
我还想下午天气这么好，骑车去的新鲜，3天新鲜，我不知道我也没用过呢。
这玩是很好玩的。
我用不了，不是我本来想买个那个什么几百块钱的，再想想嘛，这个东西怎么说？这个拍自己好拍的吧？这样好。
主要这个可以拍自己嘛，其他拍自己很角度。
这个东西我那天看你这样，你是平在这里拍的，不是这样竖起来拍的。
平的拍就是要平。
这样呢？
竖的拍嘛，只能拍头顶嘛，自己的脸拍不到了嘛。
那你怎么玩1个礼拜就不玩了？新鲜感。
那我要买，我可以去买的呀。
哦。
我用不到嘛，我就不要了。我就数码相机，我也是来来回回买了好多。
哦，那你有这个爱好的嘛？
那我想买，我想要用的时候再去买也可以啊。
我就是弄不清楚了，我就是。那为什么到你这里它就连上了？我到那里连了10几次都连不上，我店里。那我店里网络有问题啊？
可能就是网的问题。
啊耶！哦，你这么牛的，这个是什么英文啊？
每天看书1个小时，看1个小时。
你这么有情怀的，每天看书1个小时的。
那你不看书的话，你就思想上啊。
不是，问题是你看这种书是干嘛的？锻炼英文啊？
反正看半个小时英文，看半个小时中文嘛。
请重新连接设备就好了，是吧？
就好。
哎呀，那奇怪了，我早上。
这个就不要了，就擦掉就好了。等它连上就好。
我还问那个客服们给我发一大堆视频，怎么想确认加入什么东西啊？
一定要加入，然后它就连上了就好了。
这样就好了。
拿走就好。
等下我等这个条读完，激活了。
对。
还要注册呢。
对。
注册就是自己要输入邮箱呢。一定要输入邮箱呢。
那你。
我邮箱密码都不知道哎。
那你就稍后注册好了。
我去看看。我靠，要验证码了。这个不注册也不要紧的吧？
不注册你试试看吧，我是注册的，反正。
这东西这个用怎么用呢？ 就是
因为它里面有教程的，你问买的人，只要发个教程，里面一步步教你，他会教你的。
哦，好的。耶，个神奇嘞！他妈的，我搞半天，我还特意跑过来。谢谢啊。
好。
我香烟没带。谢谢啊。
没事。Then a little partner knew the doctor to his head, had pistols and a word put the map in his pocket and walked off quickly through the trees. I guess he was going to sing band gun and thought that the doctor was lucky to be walking in the cool shade of the wood. The house was not hot and smelled of blood, and there were the dead bodies lying all around. Suddenly, I wanted to get away from the place, and I had an idea. I would go and look for a band gun spot. Perhaps would need some time. That was my excuse to myself, although I knew it was wrong of me to leave only two unwound men to guard the stockade. It was also wrong of me to live secretly, but that is what I did. Blackness here now the color of night. Together two passed out of sight into the night. Except 是什么rope 绳索。Man to guard the stockade. It was also wrong of me to live secretly, but that is what I did. I filled my pockets with bread, then took two pistols and the powder for them. When Gray and Mr. Cherini were helping the captain, I climbed quickly out of the stockade and ran into the trees. I made my way towards the east coast. It was later in the afternoon, but still warm, so cool air began to reach me, and suddenly there was a scene. I walked along the edge, then up to a small sand-covered hill. Ben Gunn had told me his boat was hidden near the White Rock, and I found that rock farther along the beach. The little boat was hiding in the glass, a small row thing made of wood and goat skins. I knew I should go back to the stockade now, but an idea came to me, and I sat down to wait for darkness. As the light one of the day disappeared, there were two lights in the blackness. One came from a great fire on the shore where the pilots sat sighing and drinking. The other came from his penny lay out at sea. I put the small boat on my shoulder and carried it to the edge of the water. Then I put it in the sea. It was a very safe boat, but difficult to control. It turned every way except the one I wanted to go. The sea carried me out of the Hispania. I knew if I cut the anchor rope, At the wrong moment, the Hispanic would make a sudden move out of scene, and my boat might be knocked out of the water. Crash, verb, have a sudden, violent, and noisy accident. Wonder, 奇怪，感到质疑奇怪。So I took my knife and cut almost through the rope. Then waited to listen to the sound of two loud voices came from the cavern. Both men started drunk, and both were angry at that. The wind turned the ship towards me, and now I cut all the way through the rope. As fast as I would, I pushed my little boat along the side of the ship, desperate to get away before the ship crashed into me. Just as I gave the final push, my hand found a rope over the end of the ship. I don't know why I took hold of the rope, but I did. I put my boat near to the ship, then stood up to sing through the cabin wooden window. I had wondered why the two men went on deck, but one look through the window gave me my answer. It was Israel Hands and the man in the red cap, now locked in a bottle, each with a hand around another neck. I dropped down in the boat again, looking over my shoulder at the shore. And there, right behind me, was the parent fire on the beach. Then the wind was suddenly violence turned the Hispaniola, and my little boat with it, and we were both sailing fast into the open sea. There were sudden shots and the sound of hurrying feet as the two men ran on deck. I lay down in my boat. I lay down in my boat, sure that when we reached the roof open water, that would be the end for me. I lay there for many hours, but at night I fell asleep. And in my small, hopeless boat, dreamed of home and the admiral bamboo. Jump, verb to spring suddenly and quickly away from where one was being by using the legs. It was daylight when I woke up. The sun was still hidden behind the spyglass hill, which came down to the sea in the dangerous cliff on this side of the island. I was no place to row ashore, or I would be killed on the rocks. Also, the boat was so small that when I rowed, the wave came over the side of the boat. I decided to wait until the sea took me somewhere safe on the north side of the island. I might keep the water out of the boat, I thought, but I can row a little in a smooth place. It was very tiring work, and I kept me busy so that I did not look up and see his Lola until she was just half a mile away from me. Something strange was happening into her foot. The ship turned north, then started to the west again. She's out of control, I thought. Then the ship turned again, big and dangerous, as it came close and close to Ben Gaunt's little boat. Suddenly I was on the top of one wave and she came thundering over the net. And there she was, almost upon me. I jumped up, pushed the boat under the water with my feet, and catch one of the ship's rope. Then I had his Hispaniola hit the little boat, and I was left with no way to escape. Throw to send something through the air by a sudden movement or strengthening of arm. Usually hands. I lost no time and climbed up the rope onto the deck of the ship. The two men were there, red cap on his back. Israel hands against the side, his face white. There was dark blood around them on the deck, and I was sure each had killed the other in their drunken fight. Then Israel's hand turned with a low cry of pain. He looked across at me and whispered one word, "Run!" I went below to the cabin where there were empty bottles on the floor and the tobacco smoke filled the air. I found a bottle with some rum left in it. I found some water and some bread and cheese for myself. I took the bottle back on deck where Hans drank half the rum before taking the bottle from the mouth. "By thunder," he said, I want some of that, but where have you come from? I will come back to control this ship with hands. I said, "So please remember I'm your captain." He watched me pull down the jolly logger and throw it overboard. Then he said, "I expect you want to ashore now." 半个小时休息一下眼睛。休息5分钟。 继续读好，吃中饭，中饭吃好，睡午觉。 好了，今天看好了。